Hey everybody, welcome to Monkey and Mouse, a brand new Flosstube channel. So this is going to be Flosstube number 1. I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you guys. Like I said, my business name is Monkey and Mouse, and I make handmade project bags, which I'm shamelessly hanging behind me, and lots of lovely scrunchies as well, and lots of other, handmade garments and everyday items. But that's not what you're here for. We're here for Flosstube. So Monkey and Mouse, how did we come about? So I found my love of cross stitch almost 2 years ago when I was on mat leave with my daughter, and needed to find a hobby to do besides my normal diamond painting and knitting, because I was having a really hard time working on those with her, because she really liked to be held to sleep and was a very codependent sleeper. And diamond painting, I was terrified that I was going to drop the little beads on her and then not see them, and she was going to eat them, and all the irrational mom fears. And then with knitting, I was finding I was setting it down to help her or to help my son, and I would lose my spot. And it's a lot harder to pick back a row of knitting or a drop stitch, I found, than sticking my needle in real quick and it marking where I am, and then able to come back a couple minutes later and pick it back up. So did my first kit for Michael's and was hooked, and haven't looked back. So yeah, how did I get the name Monkey and Mouse? Like I mentioned, my daughter is 18 months old and my son is 7, very excitedly waiting to start school on Tuesday. He's going to be in grade 2, which is crazy to me because he was just born yesterday, right? But yeah, so he's my monkey. I've called him that since he was little. He's literally a monkey. If you can climb it, he will climb it. And Dorothy, if I could speak properly, Dottie, my daughter, is my little mouse. And not because she's quiet. No, not quiet at all. It's she squeaks. When she laughs, she gets really, really excited, and she has a really adorable, well, adorable to her mother, high-pitched squeak. So, hence Mouse. But yeah, like I said, I make project bags and scrunchies. And yeah, I will shamelessly plug them behind me in my videos because it's part of who I am. It's part of my hobby, and I love supporting local and handmade and small items, so I'm part of that community too. But yeah, like I said, I joined the community 18 months ago, and you wouldn't know it from my whip pile. I am really easily enabled, and I watch a lot of really great floss tubers, so I have the biggest FOMO ever. So I end up starting all of the things all of the time. I feel like I've had a bit of restraint, not as much as I probably should have had, but that's okay. They will all eventually get done. I've made a few items that have actually already been given for like Christmas gifts and stuff last year. But yeah, so I was just going to show you guys a few of the things that I'm currently really excited about and really working on. The first one is my Star Wars one. It's actually the first one I started after my Michael's one. So it's my first full coverage, and it's by Awesome Pattern Studio. That's, professional. I would have looked that up ahead of time so I could tell you, but I didn't. Goals for next time. So there she is there. Oh, and I would have had her on the roll too. There we go. That's her there. She's coming. And I think it comes down to, well, you can see where the bottom is right there. So it's coming. Labor of love. I absolutely love it. If you look closely at it, you can tell it's my first one, but that's okay. Makes no difference to me. I'm excited to get it done, and it's either going to be a pillow for my son, and if he doesn't claim it, then I'll be making it into a purse for myself. So there's that one. And I know lots of people like to know like how much you've done and the stitch count and all that kind of stuff, but for me, for my first Flosstube, the whole idea of like managing to talk to you guys and not falling off my chair was a big enough task. So next time I'll have where I'm at for stitches and the progress from when you saw it last. And then my other one is this guy here. It's a Minecraft one, which is for my son. So there we go. There we got Steve in the middle and the start of the hammer and the pickaxe coming in. And then yeah, so it comes down to, about here. And he wants it for a pillow so he can cuddle it. So I've got to get working on that before, he doesn't like Minecraft anymore because it's taking me so long. But yeah, so there's that one. And then I have my Fluttershy, my pony butt. It's a very beautiful pony butt, if I do say so myself. It will eventually have the other half of the horse, and it'll be Fluttershy for anyone who watches My Little Pony. And originally I thought Fluttershy was going to be very much like my daughter, you know, very quiet, very, yeah, no. She was just a baby. She wasn't quiet. She was just a baby. She is more like a Pinkie Pie. So this will be for me, and I'll make her a Pinkie Pie for her room if I ever get there. What else am I working on? Like many people, I love Witchy Stitcher. I wanted to start the cryptid one last year, but I had literally just started cross stitching, and the idea of doing like a mystery stitch along when I had no idea what I was doing or what a mystery stitch along even was daunting. So I didn't do it, and now I have regrets. Hence now I have cross stitch FOMO. But yeah, so I hopped on this year's. Sorry, I didn't take anything out of hoops. Again, goals next time. So here I am for the Supernatural one. I am behind, but you know, I'm trucking along. I'll get there eventually. No rush, right? So there's that guy. And then super proud of myself with this one. So I don't know why I've always been enamored with all the people that make all these beautiful cross stitches of the gorgeous ladies with all the beadwork and all the lace and all the silks and all this stuff, and it was just always so daunting. Like I said, I only started 18 months ago, so the fact that there's material besides Aida, and when it calls for even weave or like linen, I'm like, but I had to be careful when I stitch with that. I'm like, I pull hard when I stitch. I'm not a gentle person. It's just not when I stitch. So the fabric's got to be able to take me. So I'm usually an Aida girl because it gets tugged on. Nothing wrong with that. But so I was really hesitating at starting my very first Mira, but I saw her and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I have 3 to go, and they need to get stitched. So I don't see the point of having them if I'm never going to stitch them, right? But yeah, so here she is. Not much, but I just started. So I'm really excited and like super proud. Look, I backstitched. Yeah, see, look at, look, it's beautiful. I backstitched, and I used Kreinik. Kreinik, the terrifying thing everybody talks about, how much they hate Kreinik, and how it's evil, the bane of the world. Unpopular opinion, I didn't mind it, and it's so shiny. It's so shiny. How can you not like Kreinik? It's so shiny. Anyways, but yeah, so that is going to be Aphrodite's Mermaid. I think, yeah. Anyways, that's what she'll look like if I ever get her done. But I just started, and I'm really excited about it. So we're plugging at her. We'll keep going. So yeah, so like I mentioned, just like everybody else, I'm enabled by Flosstube and all the amazing people that make Flosstube that I now have to admit, you guys have a much harder job than I thought you did. I must have restarted this video I don't know how many times because apparently I can't speak English when I'm talking to myself into a camera. I don't know. I'm assuming it gets easier. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. But with that being said, I watch a bunch of Flosstubers all the time. Oops, and I bumped the thing, so you guys all got to wiggle. Sorry about that. You're still wiggling. Stop wiggling. There we go. So there's a bunch of Flosstubers I watch. So the ones that I always watch is like notification goes and I'm there to watch it as quick as I can, would be Kaylee Cross Stitch. Absolutely love Kaylee. She is a breath of fresh air. Yeah, I don't know what more to say except if she lived next door, I would be bugging her all the time. And in my mind, we're best friends. She's never met me. We're not best friends. Are we best friends? No, we're not best friends. But if she lived near, I feel like we would be friends. But yeah, so there's Kaylee I watch all the time, and then I just started watching Maggie at Kitschy's Whips, And I'm actually really excited. She's sending me one of her finished stitches, and I'm going to FFO it into a project bag for her. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, and I'm super excited to get my hands on that. And then another one I watch quite frequently, she's not posting as much right now because she's growing a human, is Boogie Stitcher, Ashley. She does a lot of collabs with different companies for kits and whatnot, and she also does do a lot of haids. But yeah, she's absolutely wonderful, so you should give her a peek too. And then I also absolutely adore Jess and Rye over at Cross Stitch Smiles. They are the cutest couple ever. Like, they're goals. Couple goals. They're so sweet, and they just make me smile every time, and they're adorable. And they have a wonderful community that they're building for themselves, and a wonderful Facebook group too. So if you ever get the chance, just check them out. I believe it's just Cross Stitch Smiles on Facebook as well. And through them, in their Facebook group, I found Luna, who is Lunar Witch Stitchery. And I also absolutely enjoy all of her videos and all of her content as well. And like I said, FOMO's real. And Luna was the one who showed me Make It Pink. So those are my kind of projects I'm looking forward to working on, are the Make It Pink Sailor Moon. I thought Mira's were scary. These are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Full of fractionals, back stitching, beads. But come on, it's Black Lady. How can you not? Look at her, she's gorgeous. And then, of course, Meatball Head herself, Sailor Moon. And then I'm waiting with absolutely bated breath for Pluto. Can't wait for Pluto. So excited. She was showing on her Instagram the other day, progress of Make It Pink was showing her progress on charting, and I realized that the picture in the background was Pluto, and I might have screamed. You know, just a little bit. Super excited. She's been my favorite ever since I was little. But yeah, so I'm just waiting on Pluto to get released, and I'm gonna have to go trekking down to my needlework shop. My closest one is London, so that's a couple hour trek for me. So I'm waiting till I have all three in hand so I can go look at them and then look at the fabrics and see what's there. I might be brave and try even weave, or I might just stay with Ada and use a sharp point needle for the fractionals. We'll see. But I'm waiting till I have all three in hand so I can kind of lay them out on different fabrics and see what I think will look the best, because I want all three of them to be on the same background, because the goal is to eventually hang them in my hallway, like, what was that? You know, 1, 2, 3. So yeah. So I think I've rambled at you guys long enough, and welcome to the Hot Mess Express of Monkey and Mouse Flosstube. If you made it this long, you deserve a prize, 1 gold star. I can buy some gold stars. Do we need gold stars? We don't use gold stars at work anymore. You know, we want to, you know, I can buy you a gold star. You want a gold star? I'll mail you a gold star. Anyways, have a great week, everybody. And yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be back. Probably 2 weeks. Probably 2 weeks. If I haven't thoroughly embarrassed myself. I might have thoroughly embarrassed myself.